Hopefully it will stop freezing because there was a little bit of a glitch in the system. Couple of weeks. Okay. That's Casper energy. Okay. You're fearing that you're not adored anymore. The moon. Fears. It's a fear. It's not reality. But from your perspective, it's like you're not feeling adored anymore. Audio has an echo. Okay. Has that actually fixed the echo? We're getting there. But it's been like that for a while. That's what's made you worried. No. Okay? Better now. Thumbs up, better now. There we go. I eventually fix it. I feel as if a lot is changing in your mind, in your mind's eye. Eight of coins. Two of wands. I feel it's an unexpressed... I feel you're in the mindset of having carried a burden for a long time. And you're in a mindset of, if anybody watched me do this and did nothing, then what are they thinking? So far, no daggers. So I'm not worried. Ten of Pentacles. And if anybody knows me, the Ten of Pentacles is always the better card than the Ten of Cups. Yeah. You're feeling like it's coming to an end and it's not. Sun. Yeah. Sorry, the Eight of Swords was there, but that's internal stuff. I feel as if there's a... Whoops. A card did flip out. Queen of Wands. I feel you have to speak up. Because I feel as if the burden you're carrying, somebody else is oblivious to. I feel as if your person does not even realize that you're thinking this way. Yeah. I might be right and I may be crazy. You may be right. You may be crazy. Sorry, it's a Billy Joel song. I just think it's appropriate here for some reason. Yeah, I feel you need to speak up. Because unfortunately, we can all be subtle and leave hints, but none of us know whether our hints hit or not, unless we're direct and get an answer from the other person. Yeah, you've already let forward probably 10 steps from where your person is in terms of your person's oblivious. Your person has no idea that you've been feeling this way, and yet it's been going on for so long. It's going to take them a little while to catch up. So try and start them at the beginning so they're not getting bombarded by where you've taken it to in your mind's eye. I didn't get that it was because of a lack of love. I get that nothing has changed. That's what I got. But I feel someone's in comfort mode. No, it's not because of a lack of love. It's because everything's running normal. Nobody's mentioned anything being a problem. So I'll just keep going as normal. Because I feel as if you go back a couple of months, as soon as you mentioned something was ouching, your person was into action like that. Remind yourself that you had to mention it first. Because I feel as if you're expecting an intuitive partner. Then I would be specific, last Coca-Cola, because I'm picking up that nothing's changed. I just have to keep putting one foot in front of the other. And it needs to be something that I feel unloved. Because that's a feeling. Nobody can deal with a feeling. If you were to say, you know, it would make me feel loved if you did this. Whatever you're wanting to happen. Sorry, in Australia we have flies as big as birds. So I just got one of them with the fly spray. Yeah, back at the beginning. See, this is where we should never let our minds run away from us, because our minds can take a situation to way past where they belong. So be specific. It's like, I would really like it if you, or it would make me feel loved if you did this. And you fill in what the this is for you, because for everybody it's different. Like, for me, I'm just thinking, because I'm pretty easygoing. If you haven't already figured that out, I'm pretty easygoing. How would I start something that had gone to normal? Well, not cohabitating with the person makes it a bit easier. It's like, I would feel loved if you remembered to put my bins out for me every week. And seriously, it's that simple when it comes to me. If you put it in a positive approach, yeah, Yeah, if you feel you're carrying the burden on everything, I would definitely try with something simple first. And then acknowledge it as well. Say a thank you. You know, I really felt loved when you remembered whatever it is you've asked. But it has to be unique to you. I can't give you an answer on that because every single person is different. It sounds easy enough, but the concept is easy, but putting it into action, particularly since I feel you've been going almost 18 months of this. Putting it into action is hard after you've been accepting things as they are for 18 months. You could meditate on it to see where to start. See if your heart tells you something. But yeah, I am getting Captain Oblivious type energy here. Thank you, Last Coca-Cola. And I do pop back in and let me know how you go. Because sometimes we expect other people to read our minds. And I think the only person that can read our minds is the divine. Whatever you call the divine is the only person that you can pretty much will know what's going on in your mind. Everybody else will be oblivious. Okay. Now, let's see. I just have to put up the list because I have no idea where I'm at. Okay. Jack York, you are next. And then I have to do a... Oh, no, I don't. It's pretty much in order. There we go. Now... you can redeem it now and we can choose it later. All I need from you at the start is yes, no. I do feel as if you've been in a period of silence and solitude. Just yes, no to that. A period of silence, solitude. Okay. And I feel as if you see the world as being unsupportive toward you. Okay, 9 of Cups, 3 of Cups. You do have friends here, but it's like you're questioning where the friends are. Yeah, you're up in your head. I feel as if you're struggling making words come out the right way. And it's also affecting your sleep. Okay. You've got Justice at the bottom of the deck. I want to say you may think it's never been your strong suit, but you've been doing well. And I do feel as if you've recently moved or a close friend has recently moved. See, we can develop skills as we go through life. Okay, I'll let you think on that one, Jack York Hawk, because I do believe a close friend of yours has recently moved or is about to. Now, Oracle. Which Oracle would you like? 13th Oracle, Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Law of Positivism, Magic of Unicorns, Energy and Spirit. Energy and Spirit. And this one is by Sandra Ann Taylor. And no, I don't get any paid revenue from promoting them. I just use them. Okay. I feel you may have surprised yourself with the public speaking and how with practice you've actually been successful at it. Blue Moss Dragonette, welcome in. You're worried about a particular upcoming public speaking thing. Yeah, I know. And do you want to know something? When you're teaching people how to suck eggs, asking them questions is also a good tool to use. I've had to do that. But then again, public speaking's never bothered me. I'm weird like that. I don't take flip outs. It's just my bad shuffling, but I do show what it is in case it does come out. Journey guide. Yeah, I've had to give public speaking on procedural so that everybody is aware of current procedures. And it's like teaching people how to suck eggs, but if you ask questions of the people you're speaking to, it makes them, seriously, if it's the same card, no, it's Shamanic Healer. I was going to say if it's the same card, I'll have to take it. But I don't think Spirit make cards jump. Unlike some others, I like to be a bit more grounded than that. And my guides are taking their time with this one, I can tell you that now. There we go. Animal totems. And I feel as if you do have an affinity with a particular animal, and I have to say a bird is what's coming to mind. I don't know which bird, but this is by Sandra Ann Taylor, so let's see what Sandra Ann Taylor says about it. This card reveals the presence of some powerful animal totems who want to share their unique energy with you. Totems are natural objects or animals with which you feel a deep energetic connection to. Any animal can become your totem if you see it repeatedly or if you feel a strong resonance with it. There you go. Animal totems bring spirit messages and bestow special energies that are unique to their animal's earthly experience. On this card, for example, the leopard represents great personal power and grace. The owl shares wisdom and clairvoyance. Deer, medicine, brings new perceptions and enhanced physical senses. The fox vibrates with sensual energy, fertility, and feminine expression. The hawk bears messages about your life purpose and visionary powers. From insects to elephants, the world is filled with endless examples of helpful energies from nature. Be open to their many blessings. And the affirmation that comes with this card is, animal blessings abound in my life. I am open to all the wonderful qualities, energies, and messages they offer. And also be aware that humans are animals too. And there is a human depicted on the card. I actually feel the hawk resonates. Maybe it's because it's in your name. That's always a good thing. That's always a good thing. If you breathe deeply outside and you're not in you're not near a freeway or a motorway or something, you actually increase the power of your lungs to take in good air. See, in Australia, it's the perfect time to be tending to the veggie gardens. I actually haven't even planted my veggie seeds. How bad is that of me? Because growing your own fruits, vegetables, etc., and you're at the tail end of yours. 4 weeks left. I've probably got about 4 weeks to plant my tomatoes, eggplant, and capsicum. I've got about 4 weeks left to plant that. So it's always good. It grounds you. It reminds you that things can grow from crappy smelling soil. There you go, Jack York Hawk. Start growing them. Because the best veggies we can grow, there's got to be a little bit of poop in the soil. I should say manure, shouldn't I? There's got to be just at least a little bit of fertilizer in the soil. Yeah, I've grown imperfect carrots that look like people and have taken off as a photo when shared on social media. So yeah, imperfect is... Oh, Blue Moss Dragonette. That is a woohoo moment. But Jack York Hawk, best of luck going forward. And I feel you're doing better than what you give yourself credit for. You're doing much better. Much better than what you give yourself credit for. You're welcome, and so happy to have you in here. There we go. Scorpio. I need Scorpio's answer on something before I put a deck away. Da 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 da. I do know it's ad time for some people, so I do believe Scorpio is in the chat. And yes, daylight savings is happening. It happened for us last week in Australia. Okay, I don't need that one. Happened for us last week in Australia, and I seem to have lost Scorpio. No, Scorpio is there. So, here we go. I've managed to get lipstick all around my cup today. Usually I'm pretty good, it stays in one spot. But one thing that, and I'll go back to the prayer I started with, is that our combined prayers are limitless. And if we do pray, we can also pray for others. Now, Scorpio, can you understand that there's happiness and joy, but there's also responsibility on your shoulders at the moment? Just yes, no. And I will pray for your happiness and joy. There's happiness and joy in your life at the moment. A little. Okay, there's ultra responsibility on your shoulders at the same time. And it's like, I'm divided which way I need to put my energies. There you go. I feel as if some of it is family responsibility here for you, Scorpio. And yet you're torn between family responsibility and not having your heart broken again. It's like I'm hyper vigilant on somebody else in two separate areas of life. And I feel one's family and one is a romantic situation. There you go, Queen of Cups. You just confirm or decline. It could be. But I feel it's you that's trying to avoid heartbreak by being hyper vigilant. As in hyper attentive to every little thing. And you feel it's your responsibility to catch all the not so great behaviour.